a filming buddy with me today. Is that light bright for you? Sit in front of you. I feel like I'm on a mission to capture that New Year feeling for us and just like, you know, put it in a bottle, preserve it, and just bring some out when we need it. Well, today, hey, that was good. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Vibrant Life Show here in the Cloud Dojo. I'm Corey and this is your spot for inspiration on living a healthy, happy, and vibrant life. Our goals for fitness, weight loss, and exercise are not going to happen if we make things too complicated. The key to reaching your goals is to create habits and then to set up your environment to support them. And the key to making exercise easy is to find something you love and then integrate it into your life. So grab some paper, write this stuff down because we are going to make it happen right now. Let's get right into how to make exercise an easy part of your life. So the first step is to just sit down and brainstorm ways that you might like to move your body. Whether you haven't been moving much lately or you have an exercise routine but it's feeling stale or you notice that you're slacking off, this brainstorm just gives you a chance to have a fresh start. So it's best for your exercise routine throughout the week to include cardiovascular exercises that get your heart rate up and strength training to build your muscles. So if you have been moving a lot and you're ready for both, go ahead and brainstorm ideas of ways to achieve both types of exercise. But if you've been sedentary for a while, then I would suggest just focus on one of those and you can always add the other one in later. So ideas for building muscles would be going to a strength-focused yoga or fitness class, going to the gym and just lifting weights, doing something like CrossFit, doing body weight workouts that are focused on strength, doing a suspension system like a TRX, and then there's also great at-home workouts that you can try with minimal equipment setup. You can get your heart rate up through doing things like team sports, dancing, yoga, trail walking, and running, or you can also sneak it into your life and just making it a habit to park at the other end of the parking lot from the store whenever you go shopping. And also if you're a social person, you could integrate into your week hanging out with friends and going for a neighborhood walk or a hike. And then also at work, you can schedule walking meetings, you can get a standing desk to make sure you're moving more throughout the day. So in this step, you're just going to write down any ideas like that that appeal to you. Now for step 2, you're gonna look at that list and pick your top few ideas, what really calls to you. Go ahead and research whatever you need to about getting involved in that activity, class times, how you might fit it into your week, and make plans as needed to get started and then just go try all of those different ideas out. Step 3 is to just commit. So you shop around first. You can really make sure that you're picking the right fitness methods for you. And then after you try them all, just commit. Pick one or maybe two. And as long as they're not causing injury to you, give yourself at least 4 to 6 weeks before you decide that it's boring or it's not working for your body type, because you really need that long to build up the inertia and get into the activity, to make friends through that activity if it's a social thing, and also to see the results in your body. But how do we commit? I think many people assume that we just have to use willpower to stick with things. But as I've mentioned before on this channel, the science shows otherwise. Willpower can only go so far, and relying on it moment to moment to keep us on track with our goals is just unrealistic. Instead, I would say use that willpower to set up your environment on the front end, both physically and through scheduled routines, in a way that supports healthy habits that will help you live the life that you want. So what that means is that the first part of commitment is to schedule in the time to prepare for and show up for your new habits every single week, every single day that you have them. Remember, if it's not on your calendar, then it's just not a priority in your life. So actually plan whatever you choose into your life. Even if you're choosing to power walk through store parking lots, make sure that you plan yourself that extra few minutes for each errand so that you don't find yourself running late each time and then saying, oh, like I'll just park on the other end next time when I'm on time. Just plan in this time for yourself. Yes, there will be some growing pains as you adjust to your new life and your new routines, but trust me, it's a small price to pay for better long-term health. Pretty soon, you'll be accomplishing that ultimate purpose that we're going for. Your exercise routines will be easy. They'll just feel like a natural part of your life if you use your willpower to set up your environment and your schedules to support them up front. It's actually kind of comical how long we can go without making those concrete environmental changes that would help make our habit easier. For example, if you're trying to start walking more often, but your shoes kind of are not really that comfortable, then it's gonna chip away at your desire to take those walks. If you want to hit the gym regularly, but you're like always losing your gym clothes, then just take that time to clear out a space in your trunk where you always keep your gym bag. And pro tip, keep your gym clothes in a mesh bag when you wash and dry them so you can easily pull them out of the dryer and you don't have to go searching through a mountain of clothes. A tip I love when setting up your environment to support you is to create accountability checks. So put yourself in a position where it will be hard to say no to your new fitness plans, thus making exercise the easier path. So maybe join a fitness group, sign up for a monthly martial arts membership or a dance class, and pay ahead of time. Step 4 is give yourself a roadmap. Everything is better when you get to see where you're going and then when you get to look back at where you went. So once you've got a regular exercise activity that you like and you've set up your schedule and your environment to support this, go ahead and make those fitness goals and plans to achieve them. I personally find that the best goals are ones about habit or about accomplishments within my activity of choice, rather than, how I look or numbers on a scale. For example, I love to dance and my habits include dancing at home and dancing in classes regularly. So a habit goal for this would be, I'm going to dance at least 30 minutes every day at home by March 1st and to keep that up throughout the month of March, and then I would revisit with a new goal. And an achievement goal for dancing would be, I'm going to be able to make it through an hour-long intermediate level dance class with full energy by April 15th. Notice I put a timeline in each of those because it's not really a goal or a plan if it isn't time-bound. Now, step 5. So you've got your plan and your timeline, awesome. Now, double that timeline. I don't mean pushing the dates back so that you don't have accountability early on. Instead, you want to cut in half the expectations you have at each of those deadlines. So my March 1st goal would actually be to dance for 30 minutes 3 or 4 days weekly at home. And my April 15th goal would be to get through maybe the first half of class full on and then do low impact modifications for the second half of class. And then a later goal would be to be able to do that class full on the whole time. So you see, I'm making lots of goals, but I'm making each one more basic. Step 6 is to actually take this a step further and take those larger goals and break them down even more. So you're going to create really achievable bite-sized milestones. I know it might seem a little silly, but trust me on this. Even starting out with just driving to the gym 3 times per week, sitting in the parking lot, and then driving on. The key here is that we are building up inertia. I know it can sound silly, but it actually works. Just keep taking small steps and you will sort of trick yourself into changing habits and making them so ingrained that they stick long term. More than half of people who start a new program quit within the first 6 months. And a huge cause is they feel discouraged and they've lost motivation. But you can be in that percentage who stick with your exercise goals by planning for the inevitable setbacks. It's a part of life. So make the goals that are half as ambitious as you originally thought, and then break those into tiny little milestones. And then instead of being discouraged that you didn't reach your goals on time, you'll be encouraged by your progress, and then you will want to keep going. Now, last but not least, step 7, plan in your celebrations. Before you start, plan to celebrate even those smallest accomplishments. For the tiny milestones, this typically is just to train yourself to get super excited, like internally excited when you meet them. Like any mama with her kid learning something new, we have to be that kind of cheerleader for ourselves. So in the beginning, you have to take advantage of small positive moments, like Yes, I put my gym clothes in my gym bag, and woohoo, I put my bag in my car today. Then I drove to the gym this morning. Yay me! This trains your brain to want to do more things like this, which eventually will include actually going into the gym. And of course, get even more excited and bring in some friends to celebrate major points along the journey. Celebrations could be things that are like self-care oriented or things that make your habits more enjoyable, not things that get you off track of your fitness goals. So in the beginning, in terms of like supporting your habits with physical things, I recommend getting the basics that you need to make them easy and enjoyable at first, and then splurge on that lovely workout outfit or gym bag that you want as a celebration along the way. For self-care type celebrations, you might plan to have a spa day or take a mini vacation, spend time in the woods with friends, or take an afternoon to browse a bookstore. At least those are the things that I would pick. So make these celebrations your own, but don't let them be things that derail you from your fitness goals that you're working on. And I'm super excited because I wanted to share with you all that I now have a website for Cloud Dojo. It's goclouddojo.com. And on it, I'm gonna have a bunch of free resources for you all. So I've got a whole printables library that I'm working on. And actually, I have 2 free printables up now on the website. So the first one is this fitness tracker. So you just weekly put this on your wall, keep track of your fitness routines. I mean, just start out with the very first thing that you're working on, the very first habit. Maybe it's that you want to go for a walk once a week. So you're just going to put that in and you can check off or give yourself a sticker when you've done it for that week. And you can reuse it again each week if you laminate it or put it in a sheet protector. And then you can just add more things in. So it's got a space for every part of your fitness routines. It has a daily morning. Once you get that in, I like to do a little bit of mobility work for my body every morning. And you can write that routine out here. Same for the evening. You could put in your evening routines for stretching your body out. And then of course your week, and you can change it as your routines change and as your goals change. And speaking of goals, I have this fitness goal and milestone document that I'm really happy with how that turned out. So basically you get your idea clear, maybe on a scratch piece of paper. What is the goal that I'm working on? Remember, we sometimes start out with bigger ideas than what we really need to. So that's why I like to get this separate sheet of paper, think about what is my goal, what are the milestones, and then maybe make them more simple and achievable for myself. And then go ahead and fill it into this fitness goal and milestone document. And then once that's filled out, you just keep that on your wall as your reminder, keep working towards that goal. They are available for free. Just go to the link in the description box below this video and you can just follow that. It'll send you an email with a password and you can just go and access all of the free resources on the website. Essentially at this point, you've made it. But bonus step 8 is just how you keep your momentum. So once you feel that you've really accomplished your goals and you feel that your progress maybe is starting to plateau, then what you do is just repeat these same steps with some new goals. Keep it going, keep it alive for yourself, keep it interesting, keep it simple, and of course, fun. I really hope this video served and inspired you. Now it's time for our question of the week. What are some exercise activities that you are curious to try? And what are some that you're sure that you would not be into? I'm really curious to read your answers, so please leave a comment below and help our community grow. If you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe and hit the notification bell on the subscribe button so that you will be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Here's wishing you a healthy, happy, and vibrant week ahead, and I'll see you next time in Cloud Dojo. Bye!